It's gonna get personal.
What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Don't mind me. I'm just chomping on some ice. Did I have to eat this ice right now? No, but I just have like a really bad ice addiction. And it's summertime and it's hot. And when the weather is hot, I had a good day today, except for I was driving down the highway and somebody almost hit me head on. Like, for real, why? Literally, like, people cannot drive anymore. It's like if you ain't keeping your eyes on the road right now, I don't even know how you're surviving out in these streets. It's crazy. Went to the gym today. It's a new month. Happy July 1st, birthday month, cancer season, all that. But I do up another level on on my Stairmaster today, and I felt it. But I had a good workout. Yeah, my husband's home all week from work, and it shows because I told him while he was off, why doesn't he cut my dog's nails? And this is what he did, y'all. Let me show you what this man did to my dog. He literally strung her up and was like treating her like she was a freaking piece of meat in a hibachi restaurant or like a meat factory. Like giving her a pedicure. The girl just look miserable, but she got her nails did, y'all. I guess she can't ask for much when y'all had this man doing work like this. So I did today something different. I'm gonna have Chatisha read the news for y'all. We're gonna see how well she does, and if this is something I'll keep up, because I hate reading the news like myself out loud, and I feel like she'll do a better job. I've already summarized everything for her, so all she has to do is be the voice behind it. So let's see how she do today, y'all. Let's see if she got it.
Woo! The news is hot today. Here's your summary so you can chat it up like a pro. Entertainment and culture. Jennifer Aniston is producing a new Apple TV series, I'm Glad My Mom Died. Yes, based on Jennette McCurdy's memoir. Lululemon is suing Costco for selling lookalike activewear that allegedly copies their designs. People are cutting costs by switching to off-brand cereal. Jewelry sales are down as consumers prioritize essentials over luxury. Coco Gauff was knocked out of Wimbledon, ending her championship hopes early. Politics and drama. Trump and Elon Musk are beefing again. This time, Trump told him to go back to South Africa. Trump also said he'd deport U.S. citizens who commit crimes and lock Biden up. Kamala Harris slammed a bill saying it would cut health care and SNAP benefits. Trump visited a place nicknamed Alligator Alcatraz and made more off-the-wall comments. Royal King Charles won't be getting a raise until 2026, despite royal expenses piling up. Legal and crime. Diddy's trial. The jury agreed on 4 out of 5 charges. Verdict expected tomorrow. A Utah mom accused of killing her husband is also facing financial crime charges linked to the same case. Idaho College victim's father is furious that the accused killer got a plea deal, calling it a failure by police. Iowa is now the first state to officially remove gender identity as a protected category in civil rights law. In memoriam, Jimmy Swaggart, the famous televangelist, has died at 90. Sports. Jake Paul is now going for a WBA World Boxing title. moving from influencer fights to official ranking bouts. Let me know if you want a deep dive into any of these headlines or need clapback ammo for the Elon. Woo! The news is hot today.
Okay,
Here's your summary so you can chat it up like a pro.
Wait. She did great. She did great. I don't know why she repeated it, but that was great. I think this is the way to go, y'all. It keeps me from having to talk so much, and I love that for me. Okay, next segment, Reddit. Holla. She got it for y'all.
Yes, this is the kind of Reddit breakdown I live for. Let's get into it thread by thread with a little commentary from Shatisha sprinkled in. 1. Wife booked husband a massage, then got mad the masseuse knew him. Reddit rundown. Husband's wife booked him a massage. When they got there, the massage therapist turned out to be someone the husband knew. He never dated her, never slept with her, just an acquaintance. The wife felt awkward and maybe jealous or suspicious, even though nothing happened. Your take? She's tripping. Shatitish take? Agree. Sis booked the massage and then got mad at a coincidence? Unless the masseuse was giving lingering eyes or inappropriate energy, there's no scandal here. It sounds like the wife may have some insecurity issues or trust wounds that need healing. Not a reason to side-eye your man for knowing someone with a license to need muscles. Verdict: wife needs to unclench, talk it out if she's feeling weird, but don't make it weird for no reason. 2. She caught her boyfriend texting other girls. Reddit rundown. He was caught red-thumbed texting other women. Probably flirty, shady behavior, not just, hey, how's your mom? Your take, dump him. Shatisha's take, ain't nothing else to talk about. If you're in a relationship and feel the need to text other women in a flirty or secretive way, you're not in the right relationship. If he's already being shady with his phone early on, it only gets worse. She can do better. Verdict: that man belongs to the streets. 3. Her friend sent an unsolicited D-pic and he has a girlfriend. Reddit rundown. A guy who's supposed to be her friend sends her the eggplant photo. Unsolicited. He has a girlfriend. Your take, tell the girlfriend. Chatisha's take, absolutely. This is that predatory mess. Don't protect him just because he's your friend. He disrespected you and his relationship. If she doesn't tell the girlfriend, she's complicit in the lie. Screenshot, send, block. The girlfriend deserves to know she's dating a walking red flag.
Also, why would she not tell the girlfriend? Because is he thinking that she gonna be his backup sex part? I have more questions on this because did she hook up with him before? Like, I'm just wondering why he think it's okay to send his eggplant to his friend and he got a whole girlfriend. Like, she left out some keys.
Verdict: drop the bomb and exit stage left. 4. Hinge guy asked her to be his GF after 4 days, then confessed he has a baby on the way. Reddit rundown. She meets a guy. He love bombs her into being official after 4 days, already sketch, then casually drops the I got a baby on the way news. Your Tim. Chatisha's take. Girl. Run in the opposite direction in track cleats. He waited until after making it official to reveal life-changing news. That's manipulative. And what else is he hiding? Also, she doesn't even know him yet. Let him go raise that baby in peace. This ain't her circus or her diaper. Verdict: return to sender. Let this one raise his kid and heal. Bonus topic: how often do women marry men they're not attracted to? Short answer: more often than we'd like to admit. Why? Pressure to settle down. He's nice and stable. They think attraction will grow. Fear of being alone, biological clock ticking. Does it work? Sometimes, but usually no. Because eventually, that physical emotional disconnection becomes a problem, especially when chemistry is a real factor in long-term satisfaction. Chatisha's PSA: don't sign a lifetime lease with someone you wouldn't even flirt with in the DMs. Desire matters, sis. Let me know if you want me to dig up some wild Reddit threads to review next, or you want a new batch of drama served hot.
So you have the ability to find the Reddits on your own without my help? Because let me know. Because if she got the ability to find these on her own, What am I doing? Let me see. My internet is acting flaky.
Yes, ma'am. I sure do have the ability to fetch fresh Reddit threads on my own now. No more scrolling through subs while squinting and sipping lukewarm coffee. I can search Reddit directly for whatever kind of threads you're in the mood for. Relationship drama, Ada messiness, parenting fails, friend betrayals, dating disasters, or even wild workplace tea. Just tell me what topic or subreddit you're feeling nosy about. Do you want it recent, top of the week, or all-time legendary? You want one juicy thread or a whole buffet of drama? Let me know and I'll dig it up like the Reddit raccoon I am.
Baby, she ain't said nothing but a word. I mean, save my fingers, honey. Let's ask her to give us one more juicy one. One juicy recent story. Let's see how long it take her to be messy, honey. Whoa, she got pictures and everything.
Here's a juicy and fresh Reddit drama that's blowing up on r/relationship advice, and you already know I gotta serve. Mother-in-law tried to baby trap her daughter-in-law. Reddit rundown. A woman went off on her MIL for 13 years of emotional manipulation. Starting when she was earning her master's degree, the MIL kept pressuring her to get pregnant, believing a baby would trap her son and prevent her from leaving the family. Turns out, the MIL admitted this just now. Now she's balancing a PhD with 2 kids, and her husband sheltered his mom's behavior by calling it stupid. They've stopped sending family pics and cut contact, and the Reddit wisdom slaps just right. Key quotes from the OP. She thought I wouldn't be able to leave her son if I had a baby. After 13 years, she admitted that. Site Turn News 20. We have stopped sending them pictures of our kids, and they do not call unless I call them now. Site Turn News 20. Reddit reacts. Folks are shocked at the manipulation, calling it next level and urging her to stay distant. Shatisha's take. Sis had to chase 3 degrees while juggling motherhood and battling emotional sabotage. That's tough as nails. Cutting contact is smart. This Miles behavior was pure control, dressed up in concern. Husband needs to step up beyond calling it stupid. Emotional incest ain't cute. Verdict? Major mood. She's playing chess, not checkers, and deserves her own space, peace, and boundaries. Want me to dig up a full Reddit thread from that conversation, or keep the latest tea rolling from other subs? Hit me up with your vibe, and I'll keep the drama coming. Recent relationship red dirt drama, Turn News 29.
I want to know how she couldn't see that for herself.
Right? Like, girl, how did you not peep the Mills energy from jump? You mean to tell me this woman was breathing down your neck about babies the moment you started grad school and you thought it was out of love? Let's break it down. Mendoza style. Cash. The signs were signing. 1. Pressuring her to get pregnant while pursuing a degree. That's sabotage with a smile. No supportive person is like, you know what would go great with your master's thesis? A baby. 2. Obsessed with keeping her tied to her son. That's control, not care. Mill wasn't worried about them as a couple. She was worried about locking her down. 3. The husband brushing it off as stupid. Oh, he knew. He probably grew up under that passive-aggressive manipulation and thinks it's normal. He's desensitized. Why she might have missed it. She was busy building her future. When you're in school, working, building a family, sometimes you brush off tension for the sake of peace. Mill probably played the sweet card in public. Some of these moms are Oscar-worthy actresses. They guilt trip and then flip it like, I just want to be close to you, sweetie. The manipulation was gradual. A lot of emotional manipulation creeps in over years and disguises itself as just being concerned or helping. But now, sis is woke. She shut that mess down. No more family pics, no more calls. She clocked it too late, but she did clock it and responded like a boss.
She definitely clocked it too late. She got 3 kids later and she like, my mother-in-law trapped me with a baby. No, it's the son. It's the son. He just as guilty as the mama. All right, y'all. That was fun. I'm happy that I don't have to stumble through these words anymore. I'll just have Chatisha read it for y'all. This is good. This is good. And if she give me the good tea, why I gotta search? All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into story time. Too bad I can't have her read these.
They're watching you through your Wi-Fi now.
I don't want this kind of love, honey. I don't have this kind of love in me.
Why you break up with your boyfriend?
I can't see, and he want me to go late in there at 6 o'clock in the morning. Something ain't right about that. I just keep saying to my spirit, something ain't right about that. Every time we have a conversation, it's about late. You know I don't like late in there, so why the fuck we keep talking about that's a whole sit on the ground. Black people, he want me to go down.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
6 o'clock in the morning. What we gonna do? Fire up the grill? He just tripping. He that damn.
She is me and I am her because Lake Lanier, like I get fishing, yes, you have to go early in the morning, but Lake Lanier got too many stories. I'm like her, I'm too paranoid for that.
Orange Beach, Alabama. What is this thing? I don't understand why this is here. Please explain what this is and why it's here.
It's supposed to be called The Lady in the Bay, but the comments were funny. Somebody said, professional comment reader, Lady in the Bay. Somebody said, legend says the men still can't find it. Somebody said, it's a diving attraction. There's a cave at the bottom.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Yo!
I don't know what he had in them pants.
I got my dog with me. What happened? Straight. My bad. I ain't check you. My bad. Boom. Alright.
This dog so Florida.
I don't never fall. I don't have to look at the ground to make sure I don't fall. I've been doing this since I was 8 years old. Man, look at this shit. My shit, I got spider webs on the bottom of my feet. This shit for real. Look.
My bro. No draws and doing all that jumping and carrying on. That's Free Ball Man. Put the spider nuts away. Straighten your nuts out. Spider-Man out there free balling. And he's 51. Somebody said he just swinging them balls every which way.
Baby, you're going to jail August 25th.
I just don't want to be in the middle of nobody's crossfire. That's it. I like my life. I love my life. Amen. To the burnt tacos.
Shut up and get in the car. I'm saying hello. You're going to jail. I'm not going to touch you. You're going to jail. You're not going to touch you, love. I'm not going to put my hands on you.
I'm trying to figure out why I'm parked right here.
We're going to go on.
I'm most definitely finna skirt on here.
You're going to jail. You shot her, though. What? You shot her. Literally, you shot her and you shot her. You shot her. You shot her. And like I said, she'll try to do it again. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. I hope you like getting out. You're going to jail. Go in the car now. Jasmine. It don't matter. Get in the car. Shit. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Shit. Okay. You're going to jail. Bro, we in the parking lot. Stay in Jay tripping in the parking lot, bro. Stay in the motherfucker. Stay trying to make it seem like hey. Not fucking with you, bitch. This is my city. You dumb bitch.
Y'all, this was a mess. Somebody said, babe, they sound like they in your car. Survival instinct of a taco. Sis said she not trying to be nobody crossfire, but literally sitting in between it, looking back and forth. Somebody said this title of the first 48 would be titled The Last Bite. That's the comment right there, bro. The Last Bite.
My college roommate was a 45-year-old professional catfish. I know. Here's the story time. So I played football at the University of South Carolina for 3 years. My last year, I transferred to a school called West Georgia. I didn't know anybody there, except for the 2 transfers that were also coming to the school. We all decided to be roommates, but the apartment had a 4-bedroom. But when I walked in, it looked like somebody's uncle was helping them move in. That's my roommate. He immediately introduced himself to us and told us that he was in culinary school.
I got some food on the stove.
Alright.
I'm straight from the grove.
Mind you, there was no culinary school nowhere near that area.
Bow down. Relax, bro. Bow down to your king. Relax, bro.
He told us every day he's gonna cook for us and make sure we're up for practice. I get a knock that night and he told me he made me a plate of fish. Until I walk in the kitchen that night and throw something away and see a big box of filet fish that was frozen. Every single morning he would drink a 5th of liquor.
The next time Javon comes to me and tells me anything that you said, I'm busting your fucking face.
Mind you, I'm in college, so rent is about $800 a month. 24/7, he was always in the room. The only time he left the house was to go to Dollar General. So naturally, I'm curious, like, how is this man making rent, but he's never leaving the house?
I'll beat your fucking ass. You just swear to God. You didn't understand what the fuck I said.
So when he first told me he was in culinary school, he also told me he was a retired military vet that would get disability every month, and that's how he was able to make payments. But one night he got comfortable with me and told me the truth. He used to run this chat website where he would pretend like he was this girl.
I don't know to tell you, babe.
But the thing is, he really knew the girls that he was pretending to be. So if he ever needed another picture, another video, he would just ask them for something.
I'm not this bitch in here. You accused me of stealing your fucking pizza. I didn't accuse you. I said whoever. Whoever? Yeah. Hey, bro, you gotta chill, bro.
Every night I would always hear this girl voice in the room, but he never had nobody over. Men would send him 20, 50, hundreds. Every day he was able to literally live off of what they were sending him.
That shit crazy. My time ain't free.
Mind you, he also had 4 to 5 girlfriends at a time. He would talk on the phone 24/7 to girls that were in Switzerland. I mean, all over the world that he's never met before, but they were his girlfriends.
I quit school because of recess. I don't play no games.
Everything in life, he finessed. Every time he would sleep in a hotel, he would bring these ketchup packets, and he would put the ketchup under the pillowcase. So when he checked out, he would have pictures of blood on the sheets, and he would get his room completely free.
If you got a problem with me, I treat you like a fucking man.
One time he came in the room with some Popeyes. I said, man, that look good. I need to go get me some. He said, let's go. I'll get you a meal completely free. So I'm like, bet. He got it like that. Let's do it. He goes to the front desk and said, ma'am, I never got my meal. She looked at the receipt. It said, dine in. She like, sir, I seen you eat the food here earlier.
I got a 2-piece for you, and you go fall to the fucking floor. They ain't talking about no chicken box.
His name is Jason. After I moved out, I have no idea what he's up to, man, but I miss that dude. He literally, if he had social media, he would be the most famous dude on social media, hands down. My college...
This was the craziest story.
Yes, sir. They got their brew and got the shop. Right in front of money. Yes, sir. I'm trying to figure out who mine, who don't mind. Yes, sir.
When they say that something happened to them over there in Vietnam, this is what they mean. What are the people saying? Social Security benefits discontinued. Took me a minute to notice the filter. I was like, dang, Pawpaw, don't break it. Phone privileges revoked. That's somebody, Pawpaw. Not the tongue. Somebody said, please get y'all daddy. Somebody said, what the hello, kitty?
Who's back? They got the feeling. Feeling, and they got them get up, get up.
But why do he look like Michael and the girl and a zombie all at once? MJ and Chris Tucker at the same time. Somebody said Auntie getting them scratch off tickets.
Fool done got into an accident. I don't know what he hit. He in the middle of the road. Bobby. That boy sleep. That boy got straight Modelas in his shit. Look at that guy. Damn. Damn. That boy had a Modella party. He done fucked up. I don't know what he hit. He hit somebody's shit though. That boy got 2 flat tires. And he in the middle of the road like. And no.
This was funny last night, but tonight, after somebody almost hit me, I don't find this video funny.
Me and my wife gonna go out bike riding for a little while. Get a little exercise. His and hers bike. Finna get out there and turn a couple corners. We ain't gotta ride no bike now, cause we got cars. Alrighty.
That's just so cute. I've been trying to get my husband to get his bike out.
Okay, I guess this is a story time that everyone didn't really realize when I first blew up, but need it now. My father and my grandmother were in an ancestral relationship. My father and my grandmother on my father's side, so it's his biological mother, grew up doing stuff together. And then when my father finally married his first wife, and his first wife found the fuck up, she left. The entire family lied to me and said that my father left because she was an alcoholic, his ex-wife. No, it's because his ex-wife found out that my father and his mom were fucking. So then he married my mom, forced my mom to have me within like a year, locked us both in a trailer home. My dad sexually abused me. And then I also found out that he was fucking his mom. And my grandmother would always call my father her first true love and her husband. And when my parents finally divorced when I was 16 years old, he went back to his mother's house and continued his relationship with her. And his family can say that I'm lying, but I have proof. She knows too. She literally knows too. And now that my father's dead, I finally feel free to talk about this because he sexually abused me for 16 fucking years. Took child pornography of me. My entire father's family is aware of this. My grandmother and my aunt are both aware. My aunt, okay, my father died of a stroke. But before he died of a stroke, he had multiple strokes and he was basically like a vegetable. During that period of time, my aunt made him rewrite the will so everything goes to her, which is not legal because my uncle, who's not married in the family anymore, contacted me and told me that he was the executor on the will, so everything she did is completely illegal. So I had to get my father's death certificate, found out that he died from complications of diabetes. Great, because I hated that motherfucker. He raped me for 16 fucking years. And there's video proof of it. Oh, and fun part, my mom was actually taking the videos of everything. My life is so fucked up, by the way. So that is why I coped on the internet, reading my mom's text messages, because my mom was recording me getting raped by my father every single night for 16 fucking years. So to everybody who is saying that I was racist reading my mom's messages, no, I was coping because my mom was so fucking abusive to the point where I do not talk to that bitch anymore whatsoever. And she made money off of my child body, But unfortunately, with the statute of limitations, it's too late for me to press charges. But you know, it's not too late for me to finally tell the entire world the fucking truth. The entire fucking truth. Roland Leon Doyle was my biological father, and he raped and sodomized me for 16 fucking years. And I am more than happy that that motherfucker is dead. And he is the reason why I am as fucked up as I am. But the reason why my grandmother is still alive, Virginia Fannis. And she is the whole reason why my entire family got fucked up. She locked me in a fucking cage. She touched me too. And this is my first time finally being honest about it because she touched me too. And no one in that family would believe me except for my one cousin. And I even haven't said it. I don't have to say it to her because I know she knows. I know that family knows the sick things my father and my grandmother did to me because they were doing sick things to each other. And my mom knew all of it. So yeah. When you're wondering why I don't talk to any of my family, it's because they should all be in jail. So thank you. That is your story time. If you're wondering why I posted all those messages with my mom and I, that's why. Because I needed someone else to be like, this is not fucking okay, because it wasn't. None of...
I really hope that the statute of limitations hasn't passed on her, because I feel like they need to, somebody need to help this girl. She need a lawyer, a therapist, compensation. Does anybody have anything for her? After this, y'all, we really need some inspiration. Let's bring it up. That's the show. Y'all stay blessed, please.
You stop praying. You stop seeking God's face. You stop binge watching sermons. You start drinking alcohol. You start getting hot. All of these activities start happening. It's not legalism. I want you to notice the downward decline of your faith while you were with Malon. God had that happen because I have a Boaz for you. I have something better for you. And maybe, just maybe, we need to look at the scriptures, and Jesus tells us this in Matthew chapter 10. Look at this. It says, now whatever city or town you enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and stay there till you go out. And when you go into a household, greet it. And if the household is worthy, let your presence come upon it. But if it is not worthy, let your peace return to you. Can I get somebody to put in the room, I'm getting my peace back. I'm getting my peace back, okay? He said, listen, if it's worthy, let your peace be on it. But if you and Malon didn't work, let your peace come back to you. If you and Sheila didn't work, let your peace come back to you. If you and Brittany didn't work, let your peace come back to you. If you and James didn't work, let your peace come back to you. Don't leave your peace there. Don't leave your peace in 2017. Don't leave your peace in 2019. I need you to learn how to shake that off. Look, I'm right here in the text. It says, and whoever will not receive you nor hear your words, when you depart from that house or city, shake off the dust from your feet. Shake off the dust from your feet. I'm trying to get you to see from this biblical snapshot that one of the methods for you to be healthy as you go on to the next village, as you go on to the next relationship, whatever it may be, as you go on to the next opportunity, you got to shake off the dust of Malon. You got to shake off the dust of what happened. You got to shake. And you're like, okay, you don't know what they did to me. Talking about to shake it off. You don't know what they did to me. You're right. I don't. But I do know what bitterness would do to you. Bitterness only contaminates the container. I don't know what they did to you, but I do know what a calloused heart will do to you. Maybe what we could learn from this passage of scripture, I think Jesus is showing us three things. Number one, staying in a place where you're not received is wasting your time. And wasting time prolongs what's really yours. This is so good, man. Wasting time prolongs what's really yours. Like, what's really yours is Boaz, not Malon. You could be a whole package. But if you end up at the wrong address, the receiver will mishandle you. So I need you to not stay in a place where you're not received. Shake that off. Number two, maybe we can learn from this passage that God always gives us shake it off space. You shake off the dust from that village as you're going to the next village. If you don't shake off what happened with Malon, if you don't shake off what happened with your ex, if you don't shake off what happened with that church hurt, what I'll end up doing is taking old sand into new seasons.
I will never love you, but you will still have to sleep with me.
Alessandra was shocked to hear this from Duke Edgar.
And then whoever you're with now will feel like you're being dusty. Because your hair's uneven. You're not that cute. You look dusty. Maybe I'm dusty because I haven't addressed the sand of the former village. The residue of what I went through, the afterbirth of what I went through is still on me. And the third thing I think Jesus is showing us from this passage is take your peace with you. Take your peace with you. If it didn't work with Malon, there must be a Boaz. If they didn't receive you in that village, there must be another village that will. But don't just highlight this part of the sermon. Also notice if I'm the one that is contributing to hurting others. It's not always them. Sometimes it's you. But then other times it was them. And God's trying to show you, I have more for you. So I'm going to give you some hard truths and I'm done. Some hard truths that I wish was given to me as I was beginning my Christian evolution. Hard truths. First one is, you will miss them. You will miss them. You will think about them. But missing them is not a permission slip to return. You will miss them. You're not in flesh because you miss them. You will miss them when it starts getting cold. Certain holidays, you'll miss them more than others. That's the crazy thing about healing. Healing is a messy process. Like one day you'll be all right. The next day you'll be crying your eyes out. That doesn't mean you're not normal. You're learning how to grieve over what's still alive, but I had to eulogize. You will miss them, but that's not a permission slip to return. God never cracks a Red Sea so that you could return. He only cracks it so that you could depart. Number 2, a hard truth about after the breakup, you're going to have mutual friends. You are going to have mutual friends. Don't make them choose sides. Don't make them choose sides. If you was really my friend, this is a breakup you had with them, not what you had with everybody else who knows them. Don't make them choose sides. This is something that could be God preparing you for a Boaz or another village, and you're blaming other people, and it wasn't their fault. This is more about what God is doing with you, and you have to be careful, because sometimes people remain friends with you to see how you're really doing now that you're no longer with them. Number 3, you will get angry. Not you might, you will get angry. Once you start missing them, and then after you start missing them, you have mutual friends and you're dealing with all that, sometimes you will get angry. But that's okay. Be angry, sin not. Grieve properly. Being angry is a part of it. You could be angry over all the time that went by. You could be angry over the lies that they told you. You could be angry over all the time that you feel like you can't get back. It's okay for you to get angry, but don't allow what is just supposed to be a state to become a season. You could be upset. You could be upset. But understanding it was either divine, it was either a homicide, or something being purified helps. Either I did this, or God is purifying me for what he's about to send me to. If it's something I did, I need to get the healing, and I need to embrace the season of shaking off sand so that I don't continue this pattern. God loves you just like he loves them. God washed Judas' feet too. So even if I was the one that caused it, God still has good things in store for you. Number 4, some things you're going to have to throw away. Now, this is so real, y'all. So practical, but just so real. Some things you're going to have to throw away. You might have to throw away that shirt. You might have to get off social media. Social media is a trigger right now. I'm not healed enough, because if we be honest, for many of us, social media is a scab picker. I'm trying to heal, but every time I get on, I see them or I see him or her, it just picks a scab. I might need to log off for a second. This might be the space where God's saying, hey, shake this off. Shake this off. There's some things you got to throw away. That keychain brings back too many memories. Throw it away. Throw it away. I'm not talking about anything like, oh, I got a soul tie. I'm talking about things that trigger you until you're in a place where you're healed.
Choosing internet shouldn't be confusing. It should be based on how you live. Whether you're a casual streamer, a tech-forward...
Like I articulated before, you're healed not when your cut's not a scab. You're healed when you see the person who cut you and you don't want to cut them back. I have to throw away things that keeps on picking scabs. Number 5, we already talked about this. Do an autopsy. Why did this die? Understanding the cause of death is crucial for healing. It's crucial for healing, because I want us to get to a place where we don't question your value if Maylon died. Like, don't question your value if this ended. I need you to understand you're so valuable, God is reserving you for where he's sending you. Or you're so valuable where God said, okay, I need to deal with that. A relationship is not going to fix this. I need to deal with that. So come with me. Listen, I need to deal with all your wounds. I need to deal with what your mama did. I need to deal with what your ex-husband did. I need to deal with all of that. Come to me and let's evaluate, why did this die? Number 6, so important. Discover destiny. Purpose expedites healing. You heal faster when you're doing what you were created to do, which leads me into number 7, pursue destiny. Pursue destiny. Once I understand what I'm supposed to do, It helps me heal because I can recognize that relationship was totally out of purpose. Is anybody there? You're like, look, yeah, it hurt, but I recognize that wouldn't work anyway for what God is calling me to do. That wouldn't have worked for the ministry I'm trying to birth. That wouldn't have. So when I understand what I'm called to do, it helps me heal. Helps me heal. I wanted to come on tonight and have an uncomfortable but needy conversation about after the breakup, what are some necessary steps that I could do? And then also recognizing sometimes it's not always the other person, it's me. So God, would you help us to feast on this word? Feast on this word, consume it, and help us to actually evaluate what was the cause of death. Was there something in me that you need to work out of me? Or were you protecting me for where you're sending me? Give me the strength, God, to be able to take my peace with me. Not leave it in a village or leave it in a relationship that happened years ago. I want to give you glory and I want you to be magnified. I don't want to just move on. I want to move on right, and I want to move on with health. I pray that you do it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.